comes to fundamental and technical, it's all well said and done, easy to talk about. But where would one actually get this information from to know, or how would it actually help in a deciding factor? For instance, to say I just started my investment account, I went to investment institution, opened the account, and now the financial advisor is telling me, like what happened to me, choose this certain stock. And when you choose this certain stock, it underperformed because I didn't do my research. So how can I actually get this research done or find the materials to get this info?
Okay. First of all, your situation is not necessarily unique. What we have to understand primarily about our brokers, and I'm not going to say your investment advisors, but primarily your brokers, is that they're not analysts for the most part. And that was actually one of the reasons why Caribbean Value Investor was born, because we went through the same situation. I bought Lasco Financial and Lasco Manufacturing on advice of my broker, not realizing that I was buying them at all-time highs, and that was because I had not done, and at the time I didn't know how to do either fundamental or technical analysis on those companies. So after a while, I spoke with different persons, my mentors specifically, and they taught me how to actually research companies. And from then on, I went on to do courses and stuff in both fundamental and technical analysis, financial analysis, and so on. So to answer the question, the places you go to get this information would be: one, the company's website; two, the Jamaica Stock Exchange's website, and their videos, I'm sure, on my channel as well as some on Demetrius's channel, that will guide you through how to actually use the Jamaica Stock Exchange's website. But outside of that, a good place to get information is actually the Wednesday Observer, which would be the business section of the Wednesday Observer and the Gleaner, as well as the Friday Gleaner and the Friday Observer. Both of these issues have they have a section dedicated to business. One is business and one is financial. Outside of that, you can check websites like IC Insider. You can check Caribbean Value Investor. You can check Loop's website. They have a business section as well. And there are no, fortunately, YouTube channels like Demetrius's, Kalila's, my own, as well as podcasts like Earnings Season, where you can learn growing best as well. It's a good podcast to listen to.
Yep.
Where you can go and actually get up-to-date information on companies, and most of the analysis really has in a way been done for you. So
all right.
A couple sources.
So I'm looking at fundamentals, and
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong. But when I look at the fundamentals of a business, I should, one, know what the business is about, right?
Correct.
Secondly,
Tell you, understanding the fundamentals will give
Yes.
you an idea, even if you don't know.
even if you don't know, it should give you an idea.
Right.
Number two, also, should I check what the business goal is, what their goal is? Because if they're not aligned with, let me say, my interest, or aligned with my ethics, then I should at least know what that business is about, right?
I would agree with that. However, there is one aspect, and I'm sure we'll get to talk about it a little bit more, but there are situations where you can trade, and this is making a distinction between trading and investing, but you can actually trade companies that you have not necessarily done much fundamental analysis on. and that would be where you're literally trading them off technicals only, and that's a situation that is possible. But if you're really looking to invest in companies, and by investing, we're assuming that you're adopting the long game, which is where you're really looking to be a part owner of this company and to have your stake grow with the growth of the company. Sorry, have the value of your stake grow with the growth of the company. Then certainly you want to be investing in things that you are comfortable with, and alongside management that shares your personal and business philosophy.
Definitely, definitely. And that goes into saying that support businesses that are support stocks that you see yourself supporting their product or their services. Because it's a good way of understanding the business from that standpoint. Another thing that I
agree.
Yes. Yes. So another thing that I would go ahead and to say is go on YouTube, guys, and or find one of your accountant friends, even though sometimes we think they're very boring, but find them and let them show you how to read a balance sheet. And I think that reading a balance sheet, if I'm not wrong again, is that you get to see the company's profits over a long term. Because I think,
if I may interject here.
Yes.
The balance sheet primarily is going to show you really what the company owns and basically its liabilities. So to see the profits, I would go further to suggest that persons should really look up how to read financial statements as a whole. And there are tutorials on my channel that will actually show you how to read both the balance sheet and the company's income statement in terms of its profit and loss. But certainly you want to not just analyze the most current ones, you want to look over time to see what has the trend been in terms of this company's profitability. Going back to another point you made earlier, which is buying companies, or rather buying stocks in companies that you actually use. One slight caveat in that is that you want to ensure that you have an understanding of the company's financials. Meaning, the company might offer a good product or a good service, but financially it could be very weak. So, for example, at the present moment, you can imagine a lot of the hotels are they're being affected by COVID-19. But tourism stocks as a whole, and these could be persons who service the tourism industry, those companies' stocks are also down. So like Express Catering, Nutsford Express, and so on. While it might be that you use these companies on a regular basis, if you're one who does a lot of traveling, then you not only want to just buy the stock based on that premise, but you want to kind of see what is the long-term prospect for these companies going forward, especially in light of the negative impact that COVID-19 would have on these companies. So that's just a caveat.
All right. Yes. That's very true. And back to you mentioned one of the stocks that completely catch me, but I will not go into that yet. I will just stick to the points that we are on as of now. So we mentioned values of the stock in terms of like ethics of the stock, knowing what the stock is about, and their financial statements to go over the performance standpoint of the stock.
Yes.
But I also know I'm trying to know a couple other key points that we look on to further value a stock or to get more information on a stock. And these are the ratios. And one ratio that stands out when it comes to like researching a stock is the performance to earnings, or you call it the PE ratio. So how does that help us? How does the PE ratio help us?